You're listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZW LP Conroe.
And 106.1 KZCC LP Conroe. And worldwide on irlonestar.com.
Hello, everyone, and this is spring break week out here in Montgomery County. Anywhere else, I don't really know. It kind of goes throughout the month, but it definitely is right now, although it doesn't look like spring break weather, but I'm sure that will change. Give it a few minutes. I don't predict snow, though, so I think the sun will appear, and I think it might get up to 80 degrees. I am Margie Taylor, your host for Conroe Culture News, and this is FM 104.5, 106.1, and we are out of downtown Conroe, Lone Star Community Radio. This is live streaming on irlonestar.com, and you can go to Conroe Culture News. It's live Facebook right now. There will be a YouTube link that will be shared in the next 24 hours of this show, so if you miss it, you can still stay tuned and listen again. So today we're going to talk all about Margaritaville, all the stuff that's going on. There's jobs. They're hiring. We're going to hear all about that. And then we're going to talk with Caleb with the Texas Beer Tours. And we have representatives here from Southern Star Breweries and B52. And we might talk about Copperhead. We might talk about wine. And it's St. Patrick's Day coming up. So there's a lot of green beer stuff flowing on Wednesday. And we'll talk about that in just a second. This is sponsored by Roger Stein Chiropractic, located by Conroe High School, 3033, right directly across from Conroe High School, right next to Taco Bell on Highway 105 in Conroe. And with every new patient, it's only $25, and it goes right back to CASA that helps kids in CPS custody. So, St. Patrick's Day would not be the same without the annual downtown Conroe St. Patrick's Day walking parade, a little walkabout. So put on the green, get out your horns, your kazoos, your tambourines, your drums, whatever you got, and just make some noise. And they will meet on the cobblestone paved street between Corner Pub and the Red Brick on Wednesday at 5 p.m. Then they will do a little walkabout with the McDougal family. And what are your Parrot Head group called, Tom?
Thank you, Margie. 5 o'clock flock.
5 o'clock flock.
Ooh,
and that's, I forgot what it was. PHLOCK.
Right.
And they're meeting where they normally meet, where the flock meets is at Margaritaville. But they are doing the walkabout at 5 p.m. on St. Patrick's Day. So that'd be why I'm wearing green, just to show that I'm in the spirit of things.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, but at 5 o'clock on Wednesday, it's all going to happen. They're going to end at the Corner Pub for a little Irish whiskey, green beer, and a little Irish music to do a little jig. There will also be some celebrations going on at Martin's Hall, down the street on Simonton, and at the corner of Main and Metcalf, a few doors down, 202 Main to be precise. They will be open with drink specials, music, Irish coffee, Guinness, Jameson, Irish car bombs, all that jazz, because, they're celebrating. And at Martin's, they will have Brandon's Barbecue on the menu. So, and they also have karaoke at 202 Main. So, get involved, have some fun. It'll be probably good weather by that day. I mean, I don't know. Could be raining, but who knows? And if you haven't seen Footloose yet, it is fabulous over at the Owen Theater. I saw it Thursday night. It's so much fun. Kind of break loose from the pandemic. And, everybody has their own safety. You need to wear a mask the whole time you are watching it. But it's a lot of fun. Great acting, great singing, great dancing, and that's just right at Owen Theater by the Players Theater Company. So, with that, let's just talk about some fun stuff. Let's talk about the Craft Brewery Tours and Margaritaville. Tom, thank you for coming here. We also have in the studio Caleb Corbell. He's with Texas Beer Tours.
Texas Brewery Tours.
Texas Brewery Tours. Well, I am so sorry. And we have We will have Cameron Carter to talk about B52 shortly. We have Keith Amador and Angel Cardenas of Southern Star Breweries. Right, guys?
Albert, thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. We're going to have fun. We're going to talk all about the brews and the 13th anniversary celebration Saturday that you just had.
We just had, it was a blast. We had
no doubt
a phenomenal turnout, man. It was phenomenal turnout. Everybody's excited to get out of the house. Everybody's just ready to break loose. And it was food trucks were there. Food trucks sold out of food by 3 or 4 o'clock. They're out of food because it was just a great turnout. We're so happy right now. We're really we're looking forward to this weekend. Again, we got more things, but I don't want to take away. We'll get there.
Okay, we'll get back to you. Let's center on Margaritaville,
yeah.
where there's a lot of things going on. So, Tom, you always have a lot of things going on. So you had an event this Saturday with cigars.
We did, and we're going to repeat it next weekend as well. So there's we're right at the beginning of spring break, as you mentioned, Margie. So this is a big time. This is when people are out traveling with their families, enjoying spring break. So the resort's busy. All the pools are open. We've got two of the 5 pools are actually heated. So regardless of the weather, you can enjoy that, and families are. They started checking in over the weekend. It'll be a busy week for us. So we've got live music venues throughout. We've got specials in the restaurants. And remember, 3 of our restaurants are open to the public. So Landshark Bar and Grill, License to Chill, and Joe Merchants are all open to the public. So even if you're not staying at the resort, you can frequent those. Now, in addition to that, if you're at the resort, you also got the 5 o'clock somewhere swim up pool bar, and which serves not only in the pool but also outside the pool. And you've also got Lone Palm. So a lot of dining options, many of which will offer specials on Wednesday for St. Patty's Day. You might be able to find a green beer there. Then, of course, you've got St. Somewhere Spa, open to the public. You've got golf, open to the public. You have our fitness center, which is open to membership, not the public. And then another very popular option is boat rental, which is open not only to guests, but also to the public. And that's run by Einstein. Stein Einstein runs that. He's got his own place on in Walden on Lake Conroe as well. He just added really some fun stuff. He just added 2 white Pelican paddle boats. He just added 2 duck paddle boats and 2 pink flamingo paddle boats. So
are those the stand-up?
Yeah, well, you get in them for up to 2 people.
And you can kneel or stand.
You sit and then you pedal.
Yeah.
And the pedal propels the duck or whatever the boat is. I have not done that, Margie, but it's on my bucket list.
Stay tuned.
It's on my bucket list. How's that?
Okay.
Right. So there's a lot going on. I would suggest just go to our website, Margaritaville Resort LakeConroe.com. We have a calendar of events on there. It tells you about all the specials, all the dining options, spa,
and it's
golf,
so close,
etc.
I mean, we're relatively close. You don't have to go into Houston. You can stay here in Montgomery County, keep the funds in Montgomery County,
absolutely,
and probably see some people right?
I'm sure you will. So yeah, it's we're an hour from Houston, 35 minutes from the Woodlands, and right in the heart of Conroe, Montgomery. So we're super easy to get to. So we hope to see you out there next weekend. You mentioned we've got fireside s'mores. We've got the Havana themed dinner, the Cuban sandwiches, and the cigar rolling out there next weekend as well. So again, just go to our website and see everything that we've got going. And then you mentioned, Margie, really a great story is we're hiring, and
yes.
We're hiring a lot of people.
People are excited about that. That is just so exciting. I've seen it shared all over because you're hiring so many people, and people need jobs right now.
They do. We're hiring
after a crazy year last year.
We're hiring 150 people as we ramp up for the summer. So that's full-time, part-time, seasonal, non-seasonal. So that's hosts and hostesses for the restaurants, bartenders, lifeguards, cook. We actually need a membership director. So there's a whole gamut of opportunities available at Margaritaville. Must be 18 years of age or older. And again, just go to our website and go to careers, and you can apply online. So super easy to do.
So there's no in-person, or they call you back for in-person? I mean, you're not
we would email or call back for
an
in-person.
event, a hiring event there.
Well, because we don't want to have a huge crowd.
Understand.
Yeah. So
okay.
No, you go to our website, go to careers. All the positions are listed on there, and just go in and complete it online. That's
and
the
how
best
soon would they
to
be
go.
starting?
Immediately.
Immediately. Okay.
Immediately, right.
Let's go. So they could be doing paddle boats, or they could be doing anything
We could be doing
recreational,
a variety
all
of things.
all kinds of things.
Yeah.
So,
you could be serving
I mean,
margaritas at the pool.
You could be serving margaritas. So, I want to touch on this again. You have so many fun things going on. You talked about the restaurants, and you talked
Right.
about the Havana nights, and you just had one where they were painting and making
Saturday
cocktails.
we
How did that
sold
go?
out. We sold out.
Okay,
Sold out, yeah.
good.
It was Pinot. I think we call it Pinot and painting. So we had wine available. Who can paint without wine, right?
Right.
So and then we gave.
I mean, that's how I paint.
We had an artist there, and they were giving painting lessons. I understand that we sold out, so it was a big success.
That's awesome.
All
So, but
age
you-
groups. It's funny. All age groups.
Oh,
were
really?
there.
It was
Yeah.
all age groups. Well,
Yeah.
that's nice. And then, are you still continuing the ladies' night out on Wednesdays?
We are. Yep. That'll continue in Landshark and License to Chill as well. So we've got that going.
And you have Sunday brunches.
We do Sunday brunch in License to Chill. That's been very successful for us.
So many
as well.
things, Caleb.
A
Just
lot.
so many
a lot of
things.
things to do. That's why you get to stick close to our calendar of events. We have everything listed on there. It's great.
And you started Movies on the Lawn.
We did. Yep. Exactly.
How was that attended? Was that attended pretty good?
Very much so. Yeah. It's great.
So let me ask you, mask, no mask. What is the procedure at
We
Margaritaville?
strongly encourage. Our employees will wear masks. We can't require any.
Okay, so you
But
can't
we
require it.
cannot, no.
So,
we strongly encourage our guests.
I believe the events say that you should wear masks
Right.
on all the events.
They do.
Because somebody asked me about the cigar rolling, if they're cigar rolling and drinking and wearing a mask while they're.
Tough to do, right?
You gotta smoke
I
with
didn't
the
have an
mask.
answer for that. So.
So we encourage
Whatever.
it.
So it's
Obviously,
encouraged.
When you're
Okay.
dining in the restaurant or drinking, you can't wear a mask. But we encourage it.
Okay. Well, let's take a break from this a second and talk about the new tours, the new brewery tours, Caleb. So you've been doing this for a short time?
Yeah, about 2 weeks, 3 weeks now. So we had the opportunity to do the grand opening over at Margaritaville on February 28th. Big thank you to Tom and the guys over there at Margaritaville that took
That was a
care
great
of us,
turnout.
hosted it.
Margie
Great
was there.
event.
I was there.
Margie
Yeah,
was there.
you were there. Tom Shepard came out. It was awesome. Southern Star was there.
Yeah.
You know, Copperhead, B-52, all those guys. So it was a really great event. Had a lot of fun. Definitely got our name out there a little bit. We've been kind of steadily growing, getting momentum since then. We're actually looking into announcing a wine tour coming up in probably April. Hopefully we'll have that put together and ready to roll as well. But yeah, you can find us at txbrewerytours.com, Texas Brewery Tours on Facebook and Instagram. Give us a follow our page. We are opening for a couple extra days. Typically we're only Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but this week
Do they
spring
go
break,
online to book those
Yes,
all the
ma'am.
time?
All through the websites.
Okay.
We do have a phone number you can call in and book, but we prefer they use the website.
Do you have a link on Margaritaville's site?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's
So
connected
there's
into
different ways you can
Margaritaville's.
get there.
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely.
Just navigate through it.
Definitely. So we're open a couple extra days this week for spring break. Come out and celebrate with us. We'll be doing a St. Patty's Day tour on Wednesday.
What does that entail?
So it's going to be the same basic
Same
tour.
thing, you're just adding Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll have some green stuff for them on the bus, just kind of celebrate and theme
Bagpipes?
it towards St. Patty's Day. Yeah, I might do some Irish music. I might even hit a jig. We'll see. I got the
Okay.
red hair for it, so I don't know.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. So it'll be a lucky day.
Yeah, hopefully so. I know Margaritaville is booked out, so hopefully we get some of those guys on there and we can fill the bus up.
So-
Where do you? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Caleb, where do you go on the tour? And kind of tell us a little bit about where you go and how long you stay.
Right.
Because I think people love this idea.
Right. So the tour starts at Margaritaville at Landshark Bar and Grill. So they get one beer there, complimentary, that's included with the tour. So go in, relax, have your beer while you wait on the bus to pick you up. Once we pick you up, we're going to go down to B52. You're there for an hour. You'll get your 2 beers and a souvenir mug from B52. After that, we're going to leave and move on to Copperhead in downtown Conroe, where you'll get another mug, a souvenir mug from them, as well as 3 half pours. And then from Copperhead, we go down over to Southern Star and finish up the party. You get 1 more souvenir mug and another 3 beers. And then we take you back to Margaritaville to finish out your tour at Landshark Bar and Grill.
So the whole thing takes how long?
It's about 4.5 hours. It's an hour at both B52 and Copperhead, and then an hour and a half at Southern Star. With all the drive time and trying to get drunk people back on the bus, adds a little bit of time there, but about 4.5, 5 hours.
So how do they carry all this souvenir cups? Do they bring a bag? Or?
So yeah, we give them a souvenir Texas Brewery Tour tote bag, so that's included
Nice.
with it. A couple koozies in there, a snack, water, kind of a little bit of a hangover kit. We're gonna throw some Advils in there for them, something like that.
Great memory making, huh?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So you've been doing this on Saturdays and Sundays?
So right now we run a tour on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I mean, as long as at least 2 people are booked right now, we're running them anyways. Eventually, we'll probably increase that minimum. But as of right now, we're just trying to get the name out there and give people a good experience. And so far, reviews have been great. People seem to be enjoying it and having a good time. I know seeing the guys at the breweries, everybody's been really
Is it fun? Are
helpful.
you having
and
fun over there?
Oh, we have a good time. They were there yesterday. He had a couple, 2 couples there with him, and man, they were a hoot. Man, they came in there and they were feeling okay, but that's all right because we make sure they get water. We make sure they have what they need. But it's great because it's a small business helping small business because
Sure.
Caleb bringing those folks to us, and they bought at least $50-$60 worth of
So they can
beer,
buy,
merchandise.
besides consuming the beer, they can buy beer.
Yeah, we have the
there?
beer to go now, so you can buy a 6-pack. You can buy
Okay.
a growler fill. But these
Okay.
guys bought hats and merch and everything. Like, man, it's the first time we've been here, and we love it. We're gonna come back, and because
So did the tour go on while you were having your anniversary party?
did y'all come Saturday?
We did not
You
come
didn't
out.
come
Oh,
Saturday. No,
okay.
they didn't
We
come
have
Saturday.
a
But
tour
yeah,
booked.
yesterday we were open from noon to 6, and they came in and. They were great. We gave them a tour. We gave them an impromptu tour of the brewery, which they absolutely loved that.
Yeah, I was gonna
and we
ask
like to
about
give,
that.
We like to give it that special something, especially for Caleb's group there, because we want to show them that this is what we offer, especially if they've never been there. We want to
Sure.
make sure that they get special
And
treatment.
it's a nice facility,
Yeah, and,
kind of tucked away, much better than where you used
we used to be, but sometimes we miss it because we get that old down home feel in the garage. But we love where we're at now because it's it's a
roomier.
massive facility,
Sure.
15 acres. It's great. But yeah, Caleb they're great guys. Him and his buddy Miguel they are great. They've been friends of ours before the brewery tour, before that started up, and during the pandemic, during the shutdown. Caleb and Miguel, his partner, they came to us. Well, he came. I was outside selling beer to go because that's all we could do at the time because we were
Right.
shut down. And they pull up, and they're asking me, "It's like, man, we want to do when this gets back to normal, we want to start doing a brewery tour." I said, "I'm
That's a
here.
great
I'll be the
idea.
first one.
Yeah.
I want to be the first one
It's been
involved."
a little while in the making here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
and I
it's
wanted to be
been
first
8
one on board
months.
because I saw they're passionate about it, and I knew it's something that we needed. I knew there's something that Conroe needed to show
Sure.
to showcase these 3 breweries, man. These 3 breweries
Well,
here.
it's
as
great for tourism
Yeah.
too,
Absolutely.
and especially a good partnership with Margaritaville because it gets people out in the community safely without consuming the alcohol and driving on the roads. Because
Absolutely.
you are all safe drivers. You're
Right.
carry your insurance. I'm assuming.
Yes, of
and
course.
all of
Everything's
that.
up to date. It's all squared away there. Yeah, they're going to have a safe ride. We haven't had any complaints so far. So.
Good. And are you from Conroe, Caleb?
I'm not. I'm actually from Rusk, Texas. It's a small
I know
town.
where it is.
And I moved to Conroe after I started going to Sam Houston.
Okay.
So I started going to Sam and I moved over this way. And Conroe's been home since 2016.
Very nice. Very nice.
Well, the great thing too is like our guests, they really want to have that local experience. Everybody wants to do that, right? So what better way to showcase our community? And we're so blessed to have these craft breweries here in the Conroe
good spot
Montgomery
to be.
area.
Lot to
and
do.
now, we started talking about this in September.
Right.
And everybody wanted to do it. Visit Conroe's been involved. Everybody's been
Sure.
terrific to work with. But transportation was the issue. And then obviously Caleb solved that. So as soon as he was able to provide that solution, everybody raised their hand and said, "This is awesome. We want to do this absolutely." So it's really a lot of fun. We're really proud to be a part of it.
One last thing I'd like to mention, just for this spring break tours, we're doing a discount code. So use SP2K21, and you can get 15% off your tour. Come out, help us fill the bus for spring break, and let's go celebrate.
SPK.
It's just SP2K21. That's spring break 2021.
Okay, and where else could they find that, Caleb? That link?
So that code is again on our
your
Instagram and our Facebook as well.
Okay,
So
okay.
just give us a follow, a like on there, and we'll also from time to time have other specials and codes like that. So just keep a lookout.
So right now, like you said, you are adding some additional tours Wednesday through Saturday, and there's 2 Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? At noon and
No, so there's just the one tour. Just with the timing of it, you can't really fit the 2 in with
Okay.
the hours of the breweries, and then just we want to make sure the bus is clean and
what time
ready
is
to
that,
go
noon?
for the new group. So it's just not enough time in between.
what time are they each day?
So yeah, they're starting at 4. So
Okay,
they're
'cause I think I
4
saw a
to
flyer
about
that said
8:30.
noon.
So we have on Saturday, it's either a noon at 12 to about 4:30, or there's a 5 to about 9.
Okay, just Saturday
So
only.
Saturday,
two.
depending on which tour gets booked
Right.
first, I cancel the other one. Kind of how it works right now.
Okay, all right. So they need to get on there and book it.
That's right.
How many people can you take at a time?
So we get fit 14 on the bus now. We were doing 8 because of COVID. With everything opening up, we're going to go ahead and push it to the 14 and see how it goes. It hasn't been that many people so far anyways.
Yet.
But
Yet.
That's right.
It's coming.
Yes, ma'am.
Caleb, are you finding more resort guests or locals are going on the tour?
So as of now, it seems to be locals and also all new people. So it's not a lot of people that have tried the breweries yet. It's all been people that never tried the breweries. They want to go experience them. So they're coming out. The last couple I had on Sunday, I think they were from Spring over there, the Woodlands area. So they're
All
actually
about the
coming
locals,
down
too.
to experience these breweries, and they didn't even know some of them were there, So
Sure.
they hear about it through your guys' website. A lot of them, I think, are coming from the Margaritaville website and stuff, and I think we've gotten some from the article that the Chronicle put out. And,
Courier?
some of those guys. So
Cool. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Wonderful. It's a good partnership.
Yeah.
yes, ma'am.
So, and it's good for Margaritaville.
Absolutely. Well, it's one more activity. You know, we're all about the experience at Margaritaville. It's one more activity and one more really interesting experience for our guests to have, and it enhances their stay. So we're all in. It's a lot of fun.
But when you go to Margaritaville, it's kind of like going to Disneyland. You're in this whole tent of activities, and you try to make it so that you have a great experience, and you don't have any of those other worries going
Right.
on, right?
Right.
You could work and play, right?
Absolutely.
But
People do.
it's all about the memorable experience
Right.
and the customer service and relaxing.
It's 186 acres. So
Staycation.
I mean, it's a huge. It's a big campus to offer all that. You know, the golf, the spa, the fitness, the boating, all those kind of plus
The food.
6 restaurants.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
5 swimming pools. So there's a lot there for families, and 90% of our clients are from Texas. So it's very much a local experience.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to talk a little bit about beer. Since we have the breweries here,
Oh, yeah.
and we have Cameron hanging out and waiting to come in. So does that sound good with y'all?
Awesome.
All right,
great.
we'll be right back.
Since 2004, Roger Stein Chiropractic has offered spine and joint manipulation services to residents of Montgomery County and surrounding areas. Conditions treated include lower back pain, migraines, headaches, whiplash, carpal tunnel, neck pain, sciatica, joint pain, sports injuries, herniated discs, and complications from pregnancy. Roger Stein Chiropractic, led by Dr. Stacy Rogers and Dr. Brian McGee, is an integrity-verified chiropractic clinic. Call 936-441-9990 for an appointment, or visit rogerssteinchiropractic.com. That's RODGERSSTEIN chiropractic.com.
What can the Better Living for Texans program do for you? You can learn how to increase your consumption of fruits and vegetables, choose foods that are relatively inexpensive and good to eat, make your food dollars last longer, prepare quick, nutritious meals, help your children learn how to eat healthier snacks, and much more. Our program is committed to helping people like you improve your health through providing research-based nutrition education in a friendly, cost-free, and relaxed environment. We are Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, helping Texans make their lives better.
Don't forget to download the Lone Star Community Radio app from your Google Play or Apple Store. Bring Montgomery County's community radio with you anywhere with your smartphone or tablet. If you are in the Conroe area, tune in on FM. That's Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1. If you are on the computer, bookmark irlonestar.com as your internet radio station. A Lone Star Community Radio. Broadcasting 24/7 from the heart of downtown Conroe, Texas.
And we're back. We're talking about Margaritaville, all the events and the jobs and the brewery tours, and to be announced soon, the winery tours. So Caleb is still here. He hasn't left the room, but we're going to hear a little bit from B52 Breweries. We have Cameron Carter, who has just joined us, and then we're going to hear more from Keith Amador with Southern Star Breweries, and maybe Angel Cardenas, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
You know, all about what they have, because I know that you have events going on at both your breweries, and you were a part of the launch for the brewery tours at Margaritaville. When was that? The end of February? Yeah, Time just flies by.
Yeah, 28th. Yeah, 28th.
But so you put some different beer on the table. What did you bring there?
Well, this past Saturday, we had our 13th anniversary. That's a New England style IPA. We have a smaller batch brewing system now, so we can pump out beers a little bit faster now.
What is fast?
We can have a beer out every month now. We can kind of keep up with these guys over here at B52 because they pump out a lot of stuff, which is fantastic. And
you're saying new or the same stuff?
New stuff. New stuff that's totally different that we've never done before. Experimenting with new yeast and hops and all kinds of stuff.
Why do you do that? To get more people to come out and try new stuff?
Well, the thing is, you have to have something new. People want you haven't done nothing for me lately, kind of thing. New stuff. You get new. Constantly have something new, pumping something new out. So we have the anniversary beers, New England style IPA, a little hoppy, smooth. And then the newest thing that we have that just came into the tap room about a week or two ago is our Hop Wave IPA. And it's going to have huge hints of citrus, mango, stone fruit. It's got, like I said, it's got a little hop to it, but it's very nice to drink. It's good for spring break. So it's going to be a good spring break beer.
Yeah, don't you have a lighter beer, spring, summer?
Yeah, it's for the festival we had at Margaritaville. We had Ben out there representing us. Ben Blair is our tour guide, and he's phenomenal at what he does at the brewery there. He's tour guide. He'll show you a good time. He'll shotgun with you. Good times. But anyway, so Ben was out there at the Margaritaville event, and he brought out the Southern Brunch, which is a citrus shandy.
It was good.
Huge tangerine flavors, a little bit of a lemon kiss. Then we also had our staple, the one that pays the bills, pays a lot, keeps Bombshell Blonde. The Bombshell Blonde was out there, and that everybody loved. She's a crowd favorite.
Was that the first one that came out?
That wasn't the first one. Was Pine Belt Pale Ale. It was our first one, and then the Blonde, and then after that was the Stout, which is we were the only. I think, as far as I know, I'm not sure. I could be mistaken. I think we're the only one of the only brewers that does a stout year round. Usually people just do it during the cold time. We do it all year round.
It's heavier, right?
So yeah. But it's a fan favorite, and we can't stop making it. We pump it. We're making it all year round. So it's
Keith, what's your role at Southern Star?
How many hats we got here? Okay, so we got taproom manager, events coordinator, social media. I shared that social media job with Tom's son there, Adam. 5+8. Adam, and the whole crew, David Malamud, Gabriel Gonzalez, all those guys over there. They kill it with the social media. Us collaborating with those guys have made it our social media is stellar. They do a heck of a job. They do a heck of a job. I'm so honored to work with those guys. They're out of Houston, and Adam is a genius. He comes up with some of the little slogans and things he comes up with. I'm blown away. He's a very sharp guy.
So how do you decide whether it's a 4-pack or a 6-pack?
Well, so that's the new thing now. So when I say we have that new brewing system, we're going to do the specialty beers that we do just in the tap room for sale. And like this is a 4-pack. It'll be $10 for a 4-pack because we want to make it small, so we want to make it desirable. We want to make it sure, well, I got to get that. So you got it. So $10 for a 4-pack, and that's what we're going to be doing. And to keep on the topic of beers, this Saturday, the 20th, March 20th, we're going to release a new beer. It's called the Mama Rosa Goza, which is a hibiscus goza, and it's gonna be first time that we're taking an attempt at a sour. And the reason why I was looking at Cameron over here is because that's their thing. And
I'm sure, Cameron, you've got some beers.
They do
too.
fantastic.
We do. We actually have a release this Friday as well in our Super Smoothie series. So this one's going to be a super fruited triple berry. It's going to have strawberry, raspberries, and blackberries.
Wow, that sounds good.
A little higher ABV.
What is that?
So this one clocked in at 10% ABV.
What does that mean?
So the alcohol by volume. So
Okay.
If you think lighter end, like our Pilsner or their Bombshell Blonde comes in around 5. This one's coming in at 10%.
So you don't want to drink that much
No,
unless you're on the bus.
you don't have to drink that much, but
Okay.
it definitely goes down easy. So
Okay. All right. So who does the graphics on all this
Well-
stuff? Because they got to look appealing, right?
Well, for us on our end, that's where Adam and 5+8 come in.
Wow,
Adam's
nice.
and they do all our new labels. This is done by Katie. I got to give a big, huge thank you to Katie. Katie won an award for our barley coherent beer. She did the label and she got an award for that. And they, like I said, Katie is amazing. And when we need something done, we say, hey, Katie, we need this done. This is the idea. This is the name of the beer. Make this. And she comes up with some fantastic work, man.
so you've got the brown in that because it's a little bit heavier, and then you have the light colors for the
this
lighter
is fun,
beer.
but this one is just because this is what we kind of came up with. It's just something
For
on the
the
fly.
13th
Yeah,
anniversary?
it just comes down on the fly. Because like I said, this is a New England IPA, so it's still light in flavor, but we wanted this one to pop. We're going to make 80s kind of.
Does pop.
Retro 80s vibe kind of thing.
Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah. So it's
A couple of weeks ago, they had the big advertising agency awards in Houston.
Yes,
and they won 2 or 3 awards
Yes.
for
Yes.
their design. So
yes.
Very nice.
It was a big night.
Yes, and
Very
like
nice.
I said, we can't do what we do without them because they really helped us with the rebranding and revamping. They redid our Bombshell Blonde gal that we did originally. We rebranded her, and she's clean, she's sharp, and you can see her from across the room now. She's a little bit bigger now.
You need to highlight her. This is Women
'cause
History
before-
Month,
yeah,
you know.
and she was
Just
smaller
saying.
than the can. Yeah, she was used
Do
to be
things
smaller than the
correctly.
can. And then, and that's she's our go-to. So we
Go
had to
girl.
make sure she looked good. So she looks great now, and that goes to 5+8. Our guys at 5+8, they did one hell of a job with her. And I'm sorry if I wasn't supposed to curse her.
It's all good. Cameron, okay, tell me about what you have going on over there.
So this weekend we have an event coming up, our Spring Fling. So we're going to be showcasing lots of local vendors. We do vendor events like that once a quarter at least. Next month we have our Barrel Fest. So definitely one of our
Barrel
staff's
Fest?
favorites. So it's going to be showcasing our barrel aging program. So we'll have shooting for 50 beers on tap that day.
50 beers?
All of our beers, yes.
Wow.
And everything barrel aged.
And where are you located?
We're in Conroe, right before you get to the lake. So between 45 and Margaritaville.
I mean, I know where you're at. I've been there.
Right off 105.
Right off Blake Road is where you turn off of 105 there.
Correct. And you have a nice place there. And
Yeah,
you
we're set
also
on
have
about
food trucks
7
that come
acres
out.
of land. So we've got about 2 acres of yard space. Always have a food truck there on site. Saturdays, sometimes we have 2. For event days, we'll have 2 or 3 food trucks there. So
And
Barrel
you're
Fest.
hosting Meals on Wheels there, too.
Yeah,
coming
that
up.
one's coming up after Barrel Fest, April 17th. I think this is going to be the 4th year that they've done it with us. They're doing a
I work
5
with them.
and 10K run this year. So that's always a fun event as well.
It's a great event. And it's a nice place to have it. It's usually packed.
Yeah, so this year they're planning to stagger the takeoff for the run, so everyone's not as dense.
That's a good idea, especially with the dogs.
I think they're also doing a virtual run if you wanted to
They are.
participate that way.
So tell me what else you have going on. You were telling me about the barrel.
Barrel Fest is the big one. Everything from sours to stouts. We're going to have an oak lagered version of our Pilsner as well for something light. We're also going to be releasing our Peach Muse that day. So the Muse series is like our best barrel sours. And this is going to be the 4th edition of it that we're doing with peaches.
Wow. So I hear a lot of citrus and fruity
yeah.
things and
Oh, yeah. It's that time of the year.
raspberries and all
yeah.
of that. So do you do this, both of you guys, do you do this every year, bring out a lighter citrus type of beer?
We always have different beers on tap. We play with a lot of fruit, try to stay seasonal with it. This past winter, we were doing more crumble sours with like the baking spices. And I know we've got some grapefruit and pineapple things coming out this summer.
Interesting. So are those part of the tours? When somebody goes to have their 2 tastings, what do you choose? Is it open or do you choose 4 of them? How does that work?
So right now with us, the Texas Brewery Tours gets 2 pours of anything on tap. We usually have 20 to 30 of our beers on tap. Bartenders will definitely help guide you in the right direction and find a beer that's
And can they
for you.
purchase them to go?
Yeah, so we always have cans and bottles available in the shop to go as well.
Okay, and how does it work with Southern Star?
Yeah, same thing with us. You get 3 pours with us because we're a little bit more animals, so we were savages over there. But I'm kidding. But we do 3 pours for them.
They have a good time at your place,
oh,
right?
Yeah, we get rowdy. We're the last stop, so we're the take it home.
The
there.
final tour.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they come in. We bring them up, and we have we make sure you can taste anything you want. You can have anything. You can taste any little bit. For the most part, most folks that come with us is for the first time. They usually go with the Bombshell because that's like your get your feet wet kind of thing. And then after that, after they get through that Bombshell, then they say, well, I want to try an IPA. So they start stepping it up, and they're like, I've been missing out. Like I've been missing out on IPA, all this flavor because craft beer, it's got much more punch, more flavor, more smells, and it's more appealing to the senses. And so that's
It's
what
the gourmet beer.
So before they leave, they turn into craft beer connoisseurs. They're like, oh, now I'm into double IPAs. I'm into this. It's cool to see that change. And as we say, they come over to the dark side. They leave the Anheuser Busches and whatnot. So that's what we want. We want them to come to the craft side. We want not there's enough room for everybody. There's enough room for everybody. But we like to showcase like what we got. Like for the Strawberry Blonde, huge seller for a Strawberry Blonde, huge seller. The Brunch, huge seller. And then now we've introduced, not too long ago, we introduced a low-calorie IPA called Little Cow. And it's 100 calories and 3.2 carbs.
Low calorie.
So that's what I drink because I'm trying to watch my girlish figures. So I'm trying to watch it because I'm trying to keep the weight off. So
very nice.
That's my favorite thing to drink right now.
So Caleb, step over to a mic a second. I want to ask you. So Copperhead too is not here. What can you tell me about Copperhead?
Oh man, Copperhead, like he said, B52 is probably known for their stouts. These guys known for Bombshell Blonde and the Strawberry Blonde. I would say Copperhead, man, it's got to be like their stouts. Their Medusa is incredible. They do the what is it? When they do the 13 bottles.
The King of Terrors. King of Terrors is it's a huge event that we got to make sure.
King of Terrors.
Incredible. So they
what
do
is
this,
that?
It's an awesome stout beer that they make, and I think it's aged in a bourbon barrel as well. So it's an event that they have. They showcase this King of Terrors beer, and it's a great time. Come out and
so you can taste that beer on your tour.
So if they have some available, I know it's a limited. They do a limited. Release of it. So when they do that King of Terrors events, that's going to be your best chance of actually trying that beer.
Okay. So, to be determined.
Yeah.
I think they do still have it on tap right now.
Right.
Have you guys, both of you been to Copperhead and each other's
breweries? Oh, yeah, of course.
And tasted
I actually went out Saturday.
Cameron came out. Yeah, he came to see us. It was a pleasure to see Cameron, and I was in a me and Cameron. We have to go at it here in a minute because we got a battle. We're jockeying for position for Oktoberfest because we didn't want last year I believe it was we booked on top of each other, and we didn't want to do that because we want to make sure that our guests and their guests both see both of our Oktoberfest because that's what we want. It's family. It's craft family. So we want to make sure everybody goes and sees each other.
It's always good courtesy to work well with others.
So that's why
that's what the nonprofits do for their events. They always check with the others to see what's going on.
So that's what we were really excited to see Cameron come out Saturday. It was a pleasure. We love that, and I got to get my rear out there to see them because I just haven't time. I'm always stuck at the brewery, which is a good problem to have. But I got to go see them because I hear great things about the venue, the outside area.
Well, and then people will ask you probably, and it's good to share the knowledge of all the breweries.
It's always good to support our neighbors.
But it's good to see him. I'm glad he came out, and I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, we had a good time out there.
So.
Okay. Well, we're going to take another quick break, and we'll be right back for the next session about Margaritaville and Texas Conroe breweries.
Are you interested in learning more about preparing quick, healthy, and safe meals for your family? Would you like to spend time with others learning tips and tricks, along with practicing and tasting nutritious food? If so, the On the Road to Healthy Living Mobile Cooking School is for you. Call Amy Ressler at Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service at 936-539-7825 to find a class near you or volunteer to host a class.
Since 2004, Stein Chiropractic has offered spine and joint manipulation services to residents of Montgomery County and surrounding areas. Conditions treated include lower back pain, migraines, headaches, whiplash, carpal tunnel, neck pain, sciatica, joint pain, sports injuries, herniated discs, and complications from pregnancy. Stein Chiropractic, led by Dr. Stacy Rogers and Dr. Brian McGee, is an integrity-verified chiropractic clinic. Call 936-441-9990 for an appointment or visit RogersSteinChiropractic.com. That's RODGERSSTEIN chiropractic.com.
A Lone Star Community Radio is Montgomery County's radio station with talk, music, weather, and traffic for Montgomery County. Have a question or comment about one of our shows? Want to know how to reach a host? Just contact the station at irlonestar.com or call in and leave a message at 936-647-3776. Get involved with your community with Lone Star Community Radio.
The Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service has been dedicated to educating Texans for over a century. In 1915, the Extension Program was established under the federal Smith-Lever Act to deliver university knowledge and agricultural research findings directly to the people. Ever since, AgriLife Extension programs have addressed the emerging issues of the day, serving diverse populations across the state. Texans turn to Extension for solutions in horticulture, agriculture, 4-H and youth, and family and consumer sciences. Extension agents respond not only with answers, but also with resources and services that result in significant returns on investment to boost the economy. Join us Fridays at 1 o'clock for the AgriLife Extension Hour.
And we are back. I am your host, Margie Taylor, and this is sponsored by Stein Chiropractic at 3033 West Davis in Conroe. And we are talking about all the fun things you could do at Margaritaville. What a surprise. But you can also have a job. So, you know, you can work there and play there. So we're going to finish and talk a little bit about Margaritaville, and we are continuing talking about the Texas tour. The Texas Brewery Tours. Okay, got it right. And sitting here also is Cameron Carter with B52 and Keith Amador with Angel Cardenas with Southern Star Breweries. So, gentlemen, Cameron first. What have you got going on at B52 event-wise?
So this weekend is our Spring Fling vendor event. Next week, we're bringing back our Wheeze the Juice Pale Ale, and we're doing a crawfish boil that Saturday. The week after that's the big one, Barrel Fest. April 3rd, so mark your calendars, get your tickets. You can buy those at the tap room or on Eventbrite.
That's right before Easter, right?
Yes, that's Saturday.
The day before Easter, okay.
It is, yeah. And then later in April, we're doing our Miles for Meals 5-10K run.
Woo!
This summer, we're going to have our anniversary, shooting for June 12th for that one.
And what anniversary is this?
This is going to be 7 years.
7 years, awesome.
So a little bit younger than Southern Star.
But that's okay.
Great.
You got to start.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's great.
We kind of missed out celebrating our anniversary last year, so we're going to go big this year for sure.
Okay, good deal.
And then Oktoberfest, that'll be later in September. So
Of course. September or October?
We usually do it right at the end of September when Oktoberfest starts in Munich.
So fall-ish.
Yeah.
Okay.
So get you, stock up your fridge for October.
Okay. All right. And Keith, what else is going on at Southern Star?
Well, this weekend, like I said earlier, we released our Hibiscus Goza, which is the first for us, tart beer. And then the same day, we're going to have cosplay, comics, and craft beer. Because there's a comic book show happening in Conroe in July. So we partner up with those guys, and they're going to be at the brewery doing a smaller version of their comic book show Saturday at the brewery.
That could be interesting.
Yeah, and then to close out the night this Saturday on the 20th, to close the night, we're gonna have a concert from a local Houston band called Via Linda. Those start at about 7 o'clock. So it's a rock show, free rock show. All ages are welcome. And then the next big thing we have is April 3rd is our inaugural bike rally that we're teaming up with. I think it's Harley Davidson. All sorts of sponsors are coming out for that one. It's gonna be huge. And then April 24th is a special near and dear thing to us, is a Crawdad for America. Crawdads for America is we're raising money for Casualties Award. It's a nonprofit organization out of Houston, Texas, and they give back. All proceeds go straight to the soldiers. There's no in between guys. It goes straight to the soldiers. So it'll be $30 all you can eat crawfish. And if you're a first responder or a retired military, it's free to eat all you can eat crawfish.
Really?
Yeah, and that starts
My son
at
would like that.
noon.
He's in the Army.
Oh, fantastic! Thank him for his service. That's awesome. And we need to give him a beer. He needs to come up there and get him a beer.
He likes crawfish too.
He needs to come eat with us. So we got that going on, but that's a big one for us. And then, like I said, to go off camera here, our Oktoberfest is probably going to be in early October. So that would we
so
don't-
respectfully,
Oh,
not
yeah.
when they're
Oh,
doing
yeah,
it.
no,
So
not at all.
B52 is going to go first, and
They'll
then you're
go
going to have
first,
another
yeah.
one. So it'll
'Cause
just be a continuous party.
I want them to go first so I can go hang out. So I want them
Okay.
to, so I can go over
and then
there.
I'm sure Margaritaville will be in there somewhere too.
Oh, I'm sure
Come
they
see
will.
us and
Yeah.
break
To be
in your
determined.
lederhosen.
Yeah,
and then-
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we got Caleb, who are going to tour you around.
all of them.
He's going to be at
Yeah.
all of them. That's right. So Angel, come over to the microphone. Tell me a little bit about what you're doing.
So thank you, Margie and Dick, for letting me do the shameless plug. But as you know, Dave Fougeron. He actually gave me this blessing to do a podcast. So we do a podcast at our brewery. We're a little 40 episodes. It is called SSPC at SSBC. But if you just type in Southern Star Brewery Podcast, anywhere podcasts are free, you can find it. We've had Jody Chikoski, our Conroe mayor, on it. But it's been a fun experience. And I'm also Keith's assistant manager of the tap room. So thank
You're
you, Keith.
involved in everything.
If he's there, I'm here.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what I do at the brewery. And once again, thank you for letting me come on here.
You're welcome. Caleb, jump on a mic a second. So reiterate. So you have tours Wednesday through Sunday this week.
Correct. So we're actually not going to be open this Sunday. So Wednesday through Saturday. Sunday we're going to be doing a trial run for the upcoming winery tour. So,
Okay. And that could
hopefully
be happening
goes
in
well.
April, possibly.
And possibly getting announced in April. Yes, ma'am.
Would it still be
Again,
leaving from Margaritaville?
Yes. So it's
Okay.
going to be
Throw that
basically
in
the
there.
same formula as the brewery tours, just with our local wineries here in Montgomery. Just want to plug that promo code one last time for spring break here. That's SP2K21. Book your tour now, and let's celebrate and have a good time.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
Tom.
Margie.
Tom, the man of the show here. All right, jobs. You got lots of jobs, and they're online now, and the sooner the better to get on there and apply for everything.
Absolutely. I mean, in this day, this story, in this era, right, this story is amazing. So up to 150 positions. We're hiring full-time, part-time, seasonal, across a wide range of...
You have to be 18.
You have to be 18. Across a wide range of responsibilities, restaurant hosts and hostess, bartenders, lifeguards, cooks, on and on and on. So go online, Margaritaville Resort Lake Conroe.com. Go to careers section and complete your application online. Do it as soon as you can. We want to get people in there, go through orientation and training immediately, and get ready for the summer.
And get ready to make some money and then
Exactly.
stay and play later. So it's also on Conroe Culture News Facebook page. There has been a post about that with a link to go apply for jobs. So just look for it. I'll post it again a little bit later today. And don't forget what we said about Wednesday being St. Patrick's Day. Put on the green, go rub the back of a leprechaun, find your pot of gold, all that good stuff, because you don't know what's going to happen in 2021. It keeps surprising us. But as long as it's not 2020 revisited, we're all good, right?
Absolutely.
Fine.
Anything else you want to say, Tom?
Always a lot to do in Margaritaville. As I said before, stay close to our calendar of events. I will say most of our events are open to the public. Most of the restaurants are open to the public, spa, golf. So we want to be a good part of the community, and the community's been wonderful to us, and so we want to pay back as well. So there's a lot to do at Margaritaville every day, and it's a short drive from this community as well. So you are
easy.
welcome.
So you can also go on Eventbrite and just put Margaritaville, Eventbrite/Margaritaville, something like that, and it'll tell you all the events that they have on the calendar. You can go to their Facebook page, and and of course there's other Margaritavilles. So you got to put Lake Conroe, Lake Resort in there, and poof, you find it. The same with Southern Star, B52, and I don't know why I keep saying this wrong, Texas Brewery Tours. Okay, That's it for today. That's a wrap. So there's lots of fun things to do in Conroe and Montgomery County. Just be safe, party safely, and enjoy your spring break. This is Margie Taylor. This is sponsored by Roger Stein Chiropractic.